I recently found out, wait a minute, no, because I don't like that. I recently found out that this month is Recovery Month, and so I thought, what better way to do a video for Recovery Month than talk about the stereotypes and the myths that surround anorexia and many other eating disorders, because who doesn't love those stereotypes? So let's get started with number 1. It is just a phase. So yeah, no matter what was going on in my head, no matter the control I had, no matter the pain I put through my being, it doesn't matter, guys, because it was just a phase of my life. I didn't know. Oh my gosh, it makes so much sense to me now. Anyone with an eating disorder will tell you that it's not a phase. It's a mental illness for a reason. And it is a mental illness because you're putting yourself through so much pain. You don't feel like there's any control in your life. So, the next time you see someone who you think has an eating disorder, don't say it's a phase. Number 2, it is a choice. Again, anyone with an eating disorder will tell you that they did not choose to have an eating disorder. I don't think anyone would actually choose to have any of the spectrum of eating disorders because you're in so much mental pain and the mental frustration that you go through every day. No, I wouldn't choose that. Looking back on myself in my anorexic times, I wouldn't have chosen that life. People believe that you choose it. They somehow believe that an eating disorder, and sometimes they say that anorexia is a diet, and I don't know where they get this from at all. No matter what those sites tell you, it's not a choice at all. We do not choose to have the eating disorder. Things in our life or things that feel out of control, that is when the eating disorder comes in. But we don't choose it. No one chooses a mental illness and no one chooses an eating disorder. Number 3, it is always about body image and wanting to be skinny. I think I understand this preconception or this misconception about having anorexia or eating disorders. I think it's because we let the sufferer get to a place where they are severely underweight and we only look at the weight when it comes to anorexia. Definitely, when we're severely underweight, that is when you are put into recovery. Let's talk about body image, because body image is something that most of us really do suffer with every single day. Because we are surrounded by these bodies that we are meant to have the perfect body in everything from magazine adverts to TV advertisement to the celebrity saying how they got that image, we all want to strive to get that perfect body image. And so I understand where the idea of anorexia becoming so entied with body image, I understand where that comes from, because people think, oh, you get anorexic because you don't like the way your body looked, and so you went on a whatever journey you went on, whether it be through diet or just cutting out loads of foods, and because you wanted the image, the obtainable image that we're all perceived with. Beat, on their website, say that people get eating disorders through many, many issues, because eating disorders are so complex and we don't know everything about them yet. We still don't have that black and white answer of why do eating disorders happen, but it's not always through body image. Number 4, anorexia is the only eating disorder. There are many eating disorders. I'll go down the list. There is bulimia, binge eating disorder, orthorexia, and EDNOS, eating disorder not otherwise specified. These are all other eating disorders that you can get. Anorexia is not just the one. Number 5, anorexia is the most common eating disorder. Now, I had to look this up because I don't have all the answers. I even wrote it down. Beat commissioned a report. And it says, before the latest change of diagnostic criteria, it was estimated that of those with eating disorders, 10% were anorexic, 40% were bulimic, and the rest fall into the EDNOS category, which included BED, or binge eating disorder. I would like to know also what year this was done, because I'd like a fresher report. I'd like to tell you where it was, but I don't have it. I don't know I don't know the date. Number 6. Only teenage girls suffer from EDs. No. Just no. You hear about teenage girls quite a lot when it comes to eating disorders, and that is because many girls tell their story on the internet. Most of the recovery community that I know about is mainly to do with women or teenage girls going through it. And so the preconception is, oh, it must be a teenage girl's only mental illness. Therefore, if I am a man, then I am away from it all. It's not just teenage girls that get it. It's teenage boys, it's women, it's men. It's not prejudice against gender or prejudice against sex. Number 7, it is a white-only disease. Again, no, it's not a white-only disease. It happens to every ethnicity. It can happen to black people. It can happen to Asian people. It can happen to anyone. Again, mental illnesses are not prejudice to the colour of your skin. They just go for everyone. If you follow Grace F. Victory on any of her social media or on YouTube, you'll know that Grace F. Victory is very open about her eating disorder experience and the way that she's going through therapy, and I really do applaud her for that. Honestly, from the top of my heart. What a brilliant Bopo ED kicking ninja. Once you've reached a healthy weight, you'll be fine. No. How many times have we heard this one, guys? Once you've reached your healthy BMI, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, guys. You'll be instantly cured. I didn't know this. When I was in recovery, I put on the weight really quickly, and if you want to know why, then you can look at my binge eating recovery video. I put on the weight quite quickly, and so when I did, my body had to readjust to the fact that I was feeding it again. So yes, it distended and it went out, and it packed it with lots of fat in places to keep me safe. And your body has to do that. I will reiterate that. That is normal. And your body has to do that to keep you safe because it loves you. And it loves you for who you are. But I was definitely, when I felt I had the weight on, and I don't know what BMI I was at, because they were more worried that I was binging. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel better. I just felt unhappy. I felt unhappy because I thought, this isn't the body I'm meant to have. This isn't the body that society is telling me I should have. I shouldn't be this weight. I can't go on. But I had to go on because my body didn't want to go back. Eating disorders are classed as a mental illness because everything that we think what we do to our bodies and how we deal with things and being in control. And with the voice as well, it's in here. It's in our brain, it's in our head. And it's not a outside voice telling us what to do. Just because I'm at a healthy weight doesn't mean that I am recovered. It takes extremely long, and it takes maybe even years to get over an eating disorder and recovery. So be patient and be kind. All anorexics are selfish. I got this one. If I had £1 for every time someone lost their tether with me and said, you're so selfish for doing this. You're so selfish, you don't want to do this or this during my ED, I would be a millionaire by now. The person with anorexia is not selfish. The more you say, you're so selfish as an anorexic, the more that person doesn't want to recover because they feel really bad about themselves. I definitely felt so bad about myself. And the anorexic in my voice went, well, we're just going to keep in here. We're just going to stay here. And we're going to show them. We're going to show them not how selfish you are by doing what you're doing. It's also my safe space. I didn't want to leave my eating disorder safe space because I didn't want to put myself into a place where everyone would demonize me and hurt me with the words about my body. My body, I thought, could tell 1,000 stories and was the thing that I was going to be judged on, basically, when actually, looking back, it's not so important. My body isn't going to be. Anorexics aren't selfish. The voice in your head could be seen as the one that makes you selfish to other people, but you are not. Whew! Well, my butt's numb from moving around all the damn time, but I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was okay. If you do, then please let me know. Also, I know there are a lot of other stereotypes I haven't talked about in this, so if you do have any others that people have said to you in the past, or are still saying to you now if you're in an eating disorder, then please let me know in the comments and we will have a little talk. We can have a little talk about it, and it'll be so nice to see a lovely recovery community coming together and trying to say, no more eating disorders in our lives, please, and no more stereotypes. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!